Okay, Monday morning. Hey, it's Banana Peeler.
Yep.
Looking for hot potato or two. Finding any hot potatoes?
Yep.
We got a lineup of orders BP's working on here. Hot potatoes. Didn't do any packing on Saturday. Pretty leisurely Saturday, right?
Yep.
Got Wheeler stuff to put away. Today on The Crazy Picker Life with Wheeler, Dealer, and Banana Peeler. Welcome, fellow pickers and would-be adventurers. Dealer here again, Monday morning, back in the shop. I don't think I left the shop. Back on the vlog with the Crazy Picker Life. Let's see if we can get by Banana Peeler here and go on down. Keep our bathroom closed up a little bit. Oh my gosh. Let's see if we can find it. Oh. So, there it is. Now, I took a little time off the vlog to finish what I called the sort. Took a little heat on the sort, got some sympathy on the sort, took some good comments on the sort. This is what it looks like. Got the Abdoer. I actually like that thing, but not in the summer. In the summer, I'm a runner. In the winter, I'm a doer. Abdoer. Okay, so trying to get up to speed here. These items mostly are listed, and actually have been selling some of those weird flash things, so that's exciting. I did move the big studio camera that's under the bubble wrap. You can't really see the total outline of it, but I did pull that off some boxes, and I put some boxes back underneath there that can stay under there for a while. I've got my watches, which are they are on the back burner, and some other things. This is garbage, more or less. That needs to be listed. I call it garbage, not because I'm gonna throw it all out, but it's just hard for me to get going on it. That week has come. This is the week for that. I'll be getting into that. I've got some extra totes. I discovered on Saturday or Sunday when I had said I was done that there's this big box of more or less generic flash units. So my job here is not 100%. I got to a point on Friday, a break-off point, and then I got to a point on Saturday that was like, I'm done with this project, and it was probably 95% finished. It got to the point where it was law of diminishing mental returns. I just couldn't I couldn't continue. So most of this, it's 80 some totes, is sorted into like items. I was able to put a price code on everything, a generic price code. It gave me some idea of the base value of these totes. And just to kind of talk about that for a minute, it would have been pretty hard to get an accurate number, and by accurate I mean plus or minus 20%. I think the number that I put on there is pretty much no way that will list or even sell the stuff that's in those totes for less than that. The true number that will list it will vary, and I'm having Wheeler give me those slips back, so I'll give him a tote like this, and this $100 one will be a someday tote. It's not priority, But I'll give him this tote. He'll list it, throw out some stuff, throw some stuff back at me, and then give me this yellow sheet with a hip shot what he thinks he listed that stuff for. This one, even though it says $100, it could be $400 once it's listed. That doesn't mean all that stuff's going to sell. So that didn't work out quite as accurately as I wanted. It gives me a reference point. It confirms that I'm not out of inventory, or at least that there's some good stuff. Out of the 80 totes, I probably have 10 totes that are closer to $1,000 or more totes, and so that's good. It's never as much as dollars, you know, there's never as many dollars as you hope, but there's plenty here. We do not have enough here to hit $200,000. That's one thing I've been working with over the weekend. We're closing in on $90,000 listed. We've been trying to get to 200,000 by the end of September. I don't have enough inventory to get to that retail listed number, new items listed number. So I'll talk more about that, what we're going to do, and sort of the plan on that. Other than that, back vlogging, packing, a lot of miscellaneous happening. Big school week with the kids. This was a big job. It wasn't one I looked forward to. I am happy I've got it done. We had a relaxing time yesterday. Went out of town. Went hiking in the state park. Did some exploring and adventuring with the family. Went out to eat out of town. Had some fun. So good all in all. Ready to be back, I think, if the coffee kicks in. So priorities for today and this week. Today, back on the listing, I uncovered, I don't know, 6-8 new totes of stuff for me to sort through and list, and then I've got all kinds of mishmash that I need to get done with. So I'll start getting some items ready for Kate today to list, to picture, and then I'll list. We've got 1, 2, 3 weeks till the end of the month. I want to get all that stuff that I have processed and listed, so I will take you through some of that process here over the next couple of days. It's going to take me mentally a day or two to get back in the swing of that and back up to speed, but it's got to be done. And then I'm going picking for some stuff I like to list. That's the plan. 27 orders going out. I'm gonna be talking on the phone here is what I told Sis. I don't know what I'm doing. So busy Monday. Orders 27's all right. I'm okay with that. It's a little down, but I don't have the graph in front of me to show you. When we're running a sale for 2, 3, 4 days, and then we take 2, 3, 4 days off, then we run another sale, that gets sort of a momentum of people coming in and looking at the stuff and buying it. We're back into generally no sales for 14 days. I can't put a discount on there for 14 days on my 30-day listings for I think another 7 or 8 days, and so we've hit what I'd call the dead zone, where sales are about 60% maybe what they would be or what they had been for 13-14 day average there when we were running sales on and off. So we'll take what we get. More to come. Okay, I always like to show all the exciting stuff going on. Here's another little thing that I don't think I've shown before, but here's another tote. for Wheeler to go back through, and this is a tote full of returns. What? You have returns? Yes, we have returns. I don't know what the percentage is. I haven't boiled it down. We get a couple a week. That's just the rate that we have. And then what I do is I typically throw them under my desk, and when they start rolling out of there and getting to be too many, then I will tote them up, and that's usually a good indicator that I need to get them to Wheeler and have him go through and relist or throw out or redo the listing if there was something wrong with the listing. And that's easier to do if you don't let them store up forever, because the listings don't stay around in eBay forever. It's a lot easier to redo a listing that hasn't been 90 days or longer gone. That way you can just sort of redo it. So I did that today. Okay, so here's a bunch of cameras that came out of that sort. Got some Argus bricks, you got some Agfa Optimas, and some Contacts, and some Kodak Duraflexes, and some other Arguses, and Optima, and Kodaks, and Contaflex, a box camera. I may bundle that with some other box cameras I already have listed. So my goal with these is to move them out. And we used to list these cameras. We used to test them if we could, and we used to list them, and some of them might sell for $24.99 free shipping. Some of them might sell for $19.99 free shipping, $10.99 plus shipping. It depends how great they are, how well they test out, how long you want to wait, right? Well, I don't want to wait very long. And these would be heavy and to the low end of not only desirability, but also the low end of cost and price. So I just want to get them out. I have found that if I list 2 or 3 or 4 of these at a time and use the priority mail large flat rate or medium flat rate, I can get 3 or 4 of those in there, and people will buy them global shipping for collections. People will buy them for collections. They're good collector's cameras. There's a lot of different cameras that you can get for, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10. What are you doing?
Sam says he wants to do school.
Yeah, well, when I'm ready.
Yeah.
When I'm ready, the teacher will show up. No, that's not quite how it goes. So, now I find like cameras, I lot them up together, and we sell them at auction, 7 or 10 day auction, out the door. Typically, they go pretty good as far as I'm concerned. If I can get $6, $8, $10 a camera and move them in 7 or 10 days, I don't have to have them on my shelf. I don't have to test them. I don't even test them. I just sell them untested. Take some decent pictures, boom. So I'm going to lot these up. I'll show you the lots, and then I'm going to have Kate picture them and weigh them and put them up on auctions, waiting for me to finalize them. Okay, so here's the lots that I came up with. Basically, I try to put cameras that are similar together. You can't always 100% do it. These are a couple Kodak ponies and sort of a Ansco similar. Bolda with the box and a manual. And I don't even know what that is, a Compur or Pronto or something. A couple of Duraflexes. Here's a bunch of Optimas, Optima 1s, and then this is another Agfa fold out. Contaflex. So 4 Contaflexes in a lot. Here's a mishmash lot. I decided to go for some artsy fartsy lot. A couple of Argus bricks. Those go pretty well at auction, we found out. Heavy to ship, so if you can double up or triple up on the shipping, that's good. And here's kind of an ugly Argus lot. So, I don't know how these will go. I've had pretty good luck with this. I really I mean, I would like them to go for big money, but I'm not like sitting here holding my breath waiting for the big paycheck. For me, it's about getting something reasonable out of them and getting them to somebody, getting them out the door. Everybody who has bought these lots at auction has been happy. So that's also good. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 auctions. I'll have those launch off probably tomorrow, during the day, at night, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll put those out there and let them fly. Okay, so school to do, big Monday, try to get the week started. I'm going to talk to Kate briefly on taking pictures on these cameras. She's done these before. I touch base with her every time I put stuff out. The rest of the night I'm going to list those and do a few other things. Nothing that exciting. Listing's kind of like, what do you call it? Watching paint dry. You want to watch some paint dry? That's kind of how sorting that inventory got to me. It was sort of like taking videos of watching paint dry. Now, I know everybody likes to see a lot of the things that we list. There's a lot of redundancy. It's a lot of camera stuff. Some people love camera stuff. As time goes on here, the vlogs that I continue to do, I will try to show, you know, as much of the, something in my eye, as much of the good stuff as I can. Interesting stuff. And, you know, this is a repetitive business. There's just only so much, there's only so much you can show. Our business model has changed slightly. We used to be on the road picking quite a bit more and finding more what I would call unique, interesting items. I'm going to do some more of that in the upcoming weeks. But, you know, you got to go where, in picking, you got to go where the money is. If you only pick what you like, you better be damn good at it, and you better be able to get enough of it. Otherwise, you turn into a generalist, which is okay. So, you know, we just buy and sell what we can buy and sell. Right now, it is cameras, cameras, cameras. So I'm going to end the vlog. Back tomorrow. Another day, another dollar. I sold a beer crate today, and I sold some of these Miller Lite signs. I bought 5 of those, and I sold some other oddball things. So, you know, we're getting to the point where I'm gonna shoot this out there. I buy a whole bunch of cool stuff typically in September and in the fall, and I don't necessarily get all of it listed, or if I do, what happens is the best stuff sells off pretty quickly. That's usually the case with anything cool, unique, hot to trot. That stuff typically sells off quickly, and then all the stuff that doesn't, if it lasts through the year and I reduce the price every 30 days, by the time we get around to the next holiday buying season, that stuff usually sells pretty early and pretty quick, just because it's now cheap. So that's kind of a safe gate built into some of the stuff that, I don't know, you just can't tell for sure what's going to sell fast and what's going to sell slow, especially if you buy a bunch. I mean, if you only buy things you know, you might sell them right away, but you'll also miss out on some oddballs. You'll miss out on some long tail stuff that's good. It's pretty hard only buying winners, 100% winners. It's easy buying winners plus a bunch of other stuff that's so-so or so-so to winner, you know, between so-so and hot. There's a bunch of that stuff, so I buy a bunch of that stuff too. I am not afraid to buy. Pick well, list often. Back tomorrow. Dealer out.
Hey, Wheeler.
Dealer production.